Good evening, everyone. Good evening, dear colleagues. Welcome to our Open Central Asia Regional Interest Community webinar. So I hope my voice is good and you can see the screen as well. Okay. So I'm Gulrukh Mamatkasimova. Today I will be the host of the session, and I'm not alone today, so we have a chat moderator, our regional coordinator from Kazakhstan, Aiym Bolatova. Welcome, Aiym.
Good evening.
Okay, today our segment will be Cascade Learning, and our speaker is Cascade Learning speaker is Feruz Tuyunov. Welcome, Mr. Feruz. So he's from Uzbekistan.
You're welcome.
Welcome. Okay, let me introduce our speaker. Feruz Tuyunov is an internationally recognized English teacher, trainer, and mentor with over 14 years of experience. Since 2011, he has focused on student-centered and interactive teaching methods, preparing students for Olympiads, IELTS, CEFR certifications, and international competitions. As a regional peer mentor teacher in the English-speaking nation, ESN, program, Feruz has guided teachers across Uzbekistan in TESOL principles, methodology, and professional growth. His expertise has been shared internationally in Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, Dubai, Finland, and Uzbekistan. He has received awards such as Most Creative and Active Teacher of the Year, mashallah, in 2024, and certifications from the U.S. Department of State, Yale University, and California State University. Feruz is actively involved in TESOL, Open Alumni, C5+1 ads, and ESN STT, and is also a published author of Teaching English Through Interactive Activities 2022. He has presented at events including the TESOL Regional Conference in Tashkent and the EWB International Conference in Dushanbe. We are very happy to having you here, Feruz, and I hope today's session will be really meaningful and effective to our participants as well. So the stage is yours, Feruz. Welcome.
Welcome.
Okay, so Feruz, now I will make you a co-host. I will stop sharing my screen, okay? Now I'm allowing you. Okay. Can you please check? Okay, great.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. Great. You can start.
Yeah. Oh.
Feruz, are you here?
Huh?
You
Yeah, I'm
can
here,
start.
but
We can see your screen. We can see your presentation as well.
oh. Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, teachers and colleagues and guests. I'm Feruz Tuyunov from Uzbekistan, and I'm open alumni and the C518 program participants. Today, I want to share my interesting topic is about the learning mindset. Before starting my presentation, I have one question for you. It's about the how many of you have students who are afraid of making mistakes? Please share your responses in a chat, and also you should write yes, me, or many of my or your students. Yeah. Please, everybody, share your responses in the chat. Yeah, the comments are so interesting. Yeah, that we have only 2 minutes for writing because you know that we have the limited time.
So, as a chat moderator, Aiym, you can read the comments out loud, okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. And as you see in the chat, we have a lot of answers, replies. Thank you so much for being active. And thank you, Feruz, for your prompt question. We see that Shohista, she says most of her students are afraid of making mistakes. And also somebody wrote, I think each grade, there are several students who are afraid to make this kind of mistake. And we see that this kind of common issues of all ELT teachers. Thank you so much, Firuz, for your question.
Yeah. Now, today we are learn about learning mindset in a language learning classroom. Classroom is not a grammar, not a vocabulary. It's about only the learning mindset. Uh, and and today we will talk about how a learning mindset can change students' confidence. It is important. Classroom management and real English use the English in their classes, in our classes. And then next, we understand the concept of a learning mindset. And finally, they reflect on our own teaching practices. And also firstly, I really want to say some words and expressions, terminologies, like what is classroom, what is learning mindset, and what is the community, or what is community of learners, and the promoting of the classroom management and the learning mindset. The firstly is what is a classroom? We know that classroom is a physical space, and the classroom is a group of students and teachers. And also there are lots of equipment like the desk, chair, and extra. This is a classroom. This is not a community. Now we move to community, or from classroom to community. Which aspects or which things will help to move to community from classroom? The first is community of learners. All students and pupils are learners. And the teachers and students also, and teamwork and group work, pair work, it will be so effective to teaching and learning new language, and the working together. And the teachers and students have only one common goal, which is learning new thing new knowledge or new language. The second terminology is a learning mindset, or what is a learning mindset? The learning mindset is a learning from mistakes. Yeah, we know that everybody will have the mistake, and also the mistake will help to learn more effective. If we make a mistake the first time, the next time we think about don't make a mistake, or we know the reason of the mistake, the first mistake. And the second is the learning with and from others. That is also so important. And the last one is a willingness to learn. And the next is the why promote a learning mindset. This photo is my real English lessons. There are lots of peoples in here. Some are so active, some are so lazy, some are they don't want to learn. But I create one thing. They create with pair work and teamwork to teach the new vocabulary. At the first, I divide into four groups, and I said, you can draw and write the English words and their pictures. Then all peoples are drawing, writing. Well, I know the one lazy people. I had the lazy people, but at that time, he tries to write something. He tried to draw something. Is like the maybe the to drink. Then he drew the drinking some waters. Why will they promote a learning mindset? Because it will the building confidence. The the pupils have the confidence to learn new something and increases their engagement and fosters adaptability. It is the more effective also and supports long-term learning. And we have another question for you and still time. How do you model a learning mindset? Or what do you do when you make a mistake? Please, everybody share your responses in the chat. Have the 2 minutes for sharing your opinions or responses. How do you model a learning mindset? Or what do you do when you make a mistake? We know that everybody will have a mistake.
Yes, Firuz, as another participant of CA++1 educational program and the teacher, may I share my answer with you, or it can be a good discussion? Yes?
Yeah, yeah. Good.
I really like the second question. What do you do when you make a mistake with my students? So I let them kind of correct themselves, or maybe we can do a pair work. But at the end of the lesson, we do kind of, appreciation circle. We make a circle, and when each student share what she has learned or he has learned during the lesson, and we say kind of compliment in a chain to each of us. So even if they made a mistake during the class or they have mispronounced something, they don't feel themselves kind of down. At the end, we make appreciation circle, we say each other compliments, and somehow improve the learning mindset. So they kind of enjoy this activity.
Yeah.
And also, Rukhshona Usmonova, she says mistake is not an error. It's okay to correct our mistakes. It's another mindset of our teacher.
Yeah.
Umad Khan says, try to find the way from it, like try to find to correct the mistake, or what does it mean? Very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for your comments and responses. Yeah, look at these photos. The child is trying to walking, maybe the first time. She is messy, she's non-learner, and she has lots of mistake walking the first time. Yeah, I think that everybody, the beginning of the learning, every student on pupils have a mistake. We should try to we shouldn't do correct them with the common way. Maybe the second time or at the end of the lesson, we will try to correct their mistakes. During my experiences, I had a little bit research. My research that shows that the students learn better when they feel safe and supported. As a result, my classroom, I noticed that when I stopped correcting every mistake, the students started speaking more. They had the confidence for speaking, the learning new thing, and also it helps to participating, and also it helps to classroom management, and also it give the higher motivation. And promoting a learning mindset in a classroom, we have the two points. The first point is community of learners. You know, the first part of the TESOL six principles of TESOL methodologies is the know your learners. If we don't learn our students or pupils or learners, we can teach. The first thing to know our learners. I learn my students' names, hobbies, and why they want to learn English. And the daily and weekly chats. It's the end of the classroom, of the finishing the classroom, or in the evening by chat or by phone or by platform. I try to speaking with my learners. What did you do this weekend, or what did you watch? Your favorite, maybe the match or favorite movies and films. And the next is a community of learners are team tasks. Team tasks also so effective to learning and teaching new language. When students work together, they learn with and from each others. And the next point is embracing mistakes. I think this is the mostly teachers had this kind of mistakes, is acknowledge mistakes kindly, that was a mistake. No worries, don't worry, because the mistake is a possible, or mistake will help to learn more effective, and let some mistakes go, especially the fluency, and explain the thinking. uh, it is it will be it will help to share their ideas, their own opinions. That's why I think the teacher give to some time to explain their thinking. What do you think this happened, maybe, or in others? And we have the next question is, what is one thing you do to build community in your class? Please share your responses in the chat. And what is the one thing you do to build community in your classes?
Feruz, while our participants are writing their answers, please could you share what do you do in your class Like maybe one community builder. What is your favorite? Yes. Okay, we see a lot of project works. Role-playing, group work.
Yeah. Playing group games. Yeah, the role playing and mingling are so useful to build community in our classes, and also the teamwork.
We see that our teachers, they know a lot of teaching methodology. They use PBL, project-based learning. They use TBL, task-based learning. Thank you so much, Elena, for sharing. And yep, there are so many beautiful answers. And we don't
Yeah,
forget
yeah,
about ICQ questions, right? Instruction checking questions, CCQ, content checking questions.
yeah. Thanks for responses there. These are so useful for English teachers. This is my own methods and approaches, because every lesson I try to use these methods. 5 minutes in English talk. It supporting a learning mindset. At the beginning of the lesson, I give the 5 minutes or 6, 7 minutes. It's up to you. Uh, to the to the children. During the 5 minutes, they talk in English. They speak in English. Don't use L1. Don't use any other language. And also I recommend to speak different kind of topics. Some teachers will change their own topic, but I try to use a different kind of topic. Why? Because it creates a safe space for language use, and it focuses on communication, not perfection, or it encourages risk tasking, taking, and experimentations, and also the building confidence. It's so important, and learner autonomy. The first time they had some mistakes. They used some L1 language, and they didn't want to speak. But the second time, the third time, then more, they tried to speak in English. Maybe I didn't pay attention to their mistakes. They speak only English, that they try to speak English, and finally I found the way to learning English. And the next is accepting mistakes during the lesson. Look at this example. My example is during my lessons. This is the traditional approach. Maybe the students say that he go to school yesterday. Then the teacher will be said, no, your answer is wrong. Okay, sit down or say it again. But the learning mindset approach, we will change the situations. Like students, he go to school yesterday. The students had a mistake. He didn't use the tenses. Maybe teacher say, okay, I understand you. yesterday he went to school. Then the people think about their mistakes. Oh yeah, well the go will be changed to the went in the past simple. This is a learning mindset approach. And what this teacher does, what the teacher does, the teacher doesn't interrupt the student, and the doesn't embraces the learners, and also the maintain the confidence and fluency. And the next community of learners, we should build an I can try classroom culture. I can try to speak, I can do it, I can learn. Maybe everybody will have a mistake. Then mistakes will help me learn and other the things. As a result, the students begin to associate the learning with effort as a not perfection.
Firuz, we have a question from Gulnara in the chat.
Yeah.
She asks, what do you do if your students use L1, even when you remind them? What do you do?
Sorry?
What do you do when your students use L1 in your class? Even if you tell them, like, use only English, what do you do in this situation?
Yeah. Mostly teachers have the situation like this. Yeah, during the lesson, the students or pupils will use L1. But in my experiences, I said about please speak in English, or you can say with the synonyms or another words, or try to say maybe they will say with a mistake. Mostly my pupils speak with the synonyms. If they don't know anything, they don't know some words or expressions, I touch to them to say the synonym of these words.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. Participants keep asking questions and the Firuz will answer them. Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a normal thing, and the mostly students they use the L1. It is possible, yeah. But the teaching career, beginning of my teaching career, uh, mostly students try to speak L1, more L1. But beginning of the lesson and at the end of the lesson, I spoke only English, not L1. The first time they didn't understand, and they wait, what will be the happening or something. The second time, the third time, they try to speak, they try to find the solve of these situations. I think that I recommend to teachers only speak in English. Maybe the students don't know this information or words. You will use some body language. Body language is also so useful, and other the synonymous way maybe. The next slide is turning mistakes into learning opportunities. Honestly speaking, I have two borders in my classes. At the right side of my classroom, I have the mistake board. During the lesson, the pupils have a mistake. I wrote this mistake. Then at the end of the lesson, we will discuss about their mistakes. This is an example from my lesson. the people's use, she don't like apples. Then I wrote that she doesn't like apples. Then finally I asked from my learners, why do you think these mistakes happen? Then they think about their mistakes. And then I gave some more information about the correcting these mistakes. And the second one is a mistake notebook. Mostly my students have the mistake notebook. If they make a mistake, they wrote this book, then I will give the homework to find the correct version, or to find this why it will be happen, or why is it correct. Then they try to find the correct answer. The next lesson they explain to the classes. Oh yeah, I tried to a little bit mistake during my presentation. Why? Because I tried to show the teachers will make a mistake, or showing the students that teachers also make mistake. Example, oh, that was my mistake. Teacher also learn, because the people think about, okay, the teachers are so perfect, they know lots of things, and blah blah. But we will show our uh, mistakes, a little bit mistakes. Why this matters? Reduce fear of making mistake, and it builds trust in a classroom, and shows learning is for everyone. And we have the next question. We have a next question, and about when you make a mistake in class, what do you usually do? This is some interesting question for you. When you make a mistake in a class, what do you usually do? Please share your responses in a chat.
Sorry, Firuz, we have very good question from Jainagul. May I read to you?
Yeah.
She says, you mentioned that we should speak only English if even students don't understand. What about the grammar? How you are going to teach grammar if you use only English in your class?
Yeah. I think at that time I try to use some, for example, the teaching to be verb. I try to teach them with a fairy tale. Maybe there are two kings in this forest. The first name is, the second name is Am, the third name is the R. They have lots of the castle like I. It's like this. I think that we can use a little bit the L1 language to giving the instruction. I mentioned about the beginning of the presentation. We can use a little bit the L1 for giving instruction, especially for grammar.
Yes, thank you so much for clarification. And we have so many amazing answers for your question from your presentation. Yes, for this question, Gulmayram says, when I make a mistake, I just say, it's because you interrupted me, to her students. Maybe if they interrupted teachers, they can make a mistake if it's very noisy in the class. Alima says, next time, I try not to make any mistake anymore. Dilrabo says, I tried to correct myself immediately. Aknar, thank you so much. She says, when I make a mistake, I try not to show it to my students, but when they notice, I say, even teachers can make mistakes. Wow, Gulnara, thank you so much for special technique. What is it? It's a beta teacher. Write on the board sentences with mistake or make mistakes in my speech. Students need to identify my mistakes, her mistakes as a teacher, and they correct them. Wow, amazing.
Yeah. And we have lots of comments.
Yep, so it's so many comments. Thank you so much. Because as a teachers, we have this kind of fear of perfectionism that we should be perfect in class, we shouldn't make any mistake. But as a human being, as a teacher, if it's noisy, if you're repeating the same sentence couple of times, we can make a mistake. It's normal. Thank you, Feruz, for making it normal for us, reminding again that even teachers are learning. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for everybody for responses and comments. And in conclusion, as a learning mindset does not start with students. It starts with us, with teachers. If students feel safe, they will speak. They will try to speak. If they speak, they will learn language. They will learn new language or new informations. The next is this is a photos of my open TESOL methodology courses with Kevin and Torello Embassy. Thanks for paying attention to my presentation.
Firuz, thank you so much. I see it's Q&A session. Before our participants ask questions, let me ask a question from you based on your presentation. Tell me, please, Firuz, in your class, when you have shy students, students who don't want to speak at all, what do you do? How do you make to speak them like shy when they are really scary to make a mistake? What do you do in this situation?
Yeah, from my beginning of my teaching, I had like this situation. Then I used some methods which was is I gave the easy tasks, very easy tasks, uh, or drawing something, or to learn a little bit thing or a little bit words. Then every time I supported them. Yeah, I know that mostly a little bit people have a shyness. They shy, they giving their answers, but I create the atmosphere. Everybody try to participate in my classroom. During my classroom, during my lessons, I try to use pair work, group work, and teamwork. These are also helpful for the solving the shyness people.
Yep, thank you so much. But what about the time? Do you find it time consuming sometimes in your class when you let them to correct themselves instead of teaching the correct way immediately? Isn't it time consuming for you? What do you think?
Yeah, I try to use only the Oi, my camera and phone is not working.
Okay, Dear all, please do not leave our session. We do have some announcements after Q&A session. Okay, Feruz, are you
Oi.
here?
I'm so sorry. I think that I had a little bit the technical thing to showing or thing. Oi.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. Thank you, Firuz. And in the chat,
Yeah, thank you
we
so
see
much.
a lot of comments from our teachers. They
Yeah.
say that your presentation is so informative. Thank you so much. Very meaningful, understandable webinar. That we learned a lot from your presentation. Very
Yeah,
useful.
thank you so much for everybody.
Great. Thank you everyone. Thank you, Mr. Feruz, for such kind of interesting, engaging presentations. So as a teacher, we always face with this challenge, and that's why we are teachers. That's why we are working right with our students. Great. Thank you, everyone. So please keep sending your questions if you do have. Now I will share with the announcements as well. So Mr. Feruz, can I share the some announcements? Is it okay? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, dear our alumni, open alumni participants, so our viewers, so we are really happy to having you this year as well. So this month will be very intensive. So the January will be really intensive with full of interesting webinar sessions. And so stay tuned with us. Now let me share with upcoming sessions. On January 7th at 7 p.m. by Tashkent time, we will have the Ifat Jahan Suchona. So she's from Bangladesh, and she will share with her experience on employability skills in English language classroom. Please mark on your calendar as well. And the next one is the next will be Open Central Asia regional interest community guest experts, and we will have an expert from Uzbekistan this time as well. And it will be on Wednesday, on 14th of January, 10 a.m. by Tashkent time. And we'll have Feruz Erkulova from Uzbekistan, and she will share with next gen methodological preparation for teachers. Okay, the next one is one of our biggest event. It will be on January 15th, 2026, and it will be also our birthday. So, and we will celebrate so we are 1 year old by now, and we will have an Open Central Asia Regional Interest Community alumni event. So everyone is welcome. So we will talk, we will share with the experience. We will not have a guest speaker. So everyone is a here speaker. So everyone can share with own experience in open program and in our community as well. So please mark this date, and it will be a big date, and it will be at 7 p.m. by Tashkent time. And so here you can see our links for Facebook page and for our YouTube channel. Please subscribe and watch our videos, like and share and comment. So you are welcome, and let's be more active in this year, and hope we will have a great PD year, academic year, professional development year with you. So please be a part of our growing community. One more time, thank you, our today's expert, Feruz Tuyunov. So we are happy
Yeah,
having
you are
you
welcome.
here.
Thank you.
Great. So, and thanks, my colleague, Miss Aiym Bolatova. So it is your first time being a chat moderator. You did really a great job. So we are proud of you, Aiym, and hope to see you in the next sessions as well. So, dear our participants, if you do have other comments, please do not be hesitate, and we will so soon we will upload this webinars to our YouTube channel, and you are welcome to continue asking questions. So Aiym, anything to add? Do we have anything in our chat box?
Yes, by the way, thank you so much. I send the links of our channels, Facebook and YouTube. As well, we have a very interesting activity now. If you follow this Google form, you can upload your own video, which should not exceed 7 minutes, about teaching tip or teaching strategy. This month's topic about inclusive education and inclusive learning. So please click this link, upload your video, share your tips, and you'll be in our YouTube channel. So your tip would help teachers from Central Asia and beyond, of course. Please be active. That's it.
So thank you all. Have a good evening. Enjoy your time, family time, and see you next time. Take care. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, see you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.